Welcome to Catchy Cartoons. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a Perky Puppy. So let's get started. We'll start the drawing by roughing in a circular shape for the head, a center line, and an eye line to place the eyes. We'll give the puppy fairly big eyes just above the eye line and fairly big irises. A big oval-shaped nose that intersects the eye and center lines, a teardrop-shaped brow, and a big smile. We'll draw a big floppy ear that covers the eye, and the other will hang down by the side of the head. Block in the tongue. We'll give the puppy long gangly legs with essentially 2 lines. A 3rd line for the collar, a 4th for the chest, a 5th for the hind leg and back, and a 6th for the tail. Now that we've blocked in our Perky Puppy, we'll start to bring him to life in the first tie-down pass. I like to stay loose during the tie-down stage because I'm constantly searching for my shapes and forms. We'll make the eyes and irises a touch bigger and sketch in the highlights. Let's adjust the shape of the head by making it a bit bigger, quickly rough in a chin, and add some mass to the bottom of the head. We'll flatten the top of its head. We'll make a small adjustment to the brow. And start to define the ears and nose. Add another crook to the mouth. We'll define the muzzle and make it a touch bigger as we lower the mouth. We'll thin the tongue out and make it longer. I'm going to add a little form to the chest by arcing the line out and back in as I move down the leg. We'll give the chest a bit more shape. We can add some definition to the body by arcing the line in as I move up from the foot and then out and around through the bum, with a subtle arch in its back. A slight adjustment to the end of the tail. We'll sketch in the collar and tag. Indicate some toes to finish the first tie-down pass. The second tie-down pass is where we define the line. The drawing is pretty much there, so it'll just be a matter of clarifying our shapes and forms with a darker line and adding a little polish to the drawing. I want the eyes to be just right. The eyebrows looking a little muddy. We'll solidify the shape of the head, and we want that chin to read a bit better. We'll make sure the head is nice and flat. The mouth should be rock solid, and the tongue should feel like it's hanging out of its mouth. We'll really define the subtle hint of anatomy through the chest and leg, and continue that hint from the hind leg through the bum and along the back. We'll add some finishing touches to the collar and tag, and sketch in the puppy's markings. I like to add tone to the drawing as it draws attention to the face and gives your drawing a sense of finish. Now we'll move on to the cleanup stage. This is the stage where we apply our final and clean line. With this Perky Puppy being a simple and graphic design, for the exterior lines we're going to apply a fairly thick and bold line that tapers to a thin, and a thinner line for the interior elements. Notice that I've made the line on the right side of the mouth and the tongue quite thick. That's because I consider the tongue to be an exterior element due to it hanging from the puppy's mouth. And I think it would look strange having a thick line for the tongue and a thin line for the mouth. To add some weight to the drawing, we'll apply a really thick line to the bottom of the paws. A nice thin line for the collar and tag. and we'll give a hint of the puppy's nails by drawing the toes outside of the paw. The marking should have the thinnest line, as its main function is to act as a color separation line. Time to add some color to our Perky Puppy. The base color of the puppy will be a light tan, and the markings and ears will be a nice brown. We'll make the muzzle a lighter brown for a bit of variation and to ensure that the mouth doesn't get lost against a darker brown. We'll frame the puppy's deep brown eyes with a deep gray-blue nose and a dark brown brow. This will lead the viewer's attention to the eyes. A nice dark purple for the inside of the mouth. This, in conjunction with the medium brown muzzle, will set off the tongue nicely. The tongue shouldn't be too bright, as it will be a distraction. We'll give the collar and tag in neutral blue and light blue respectively to round off the color. And our Perky Puppy is finished. If you found this video helpful, please click the like button. Hit the subscribe button for more Catchy Cartoons videos. Click on the bell button to be notified of the next Catchy Cartoons video. Please share this video. And leave a comment about this video or what you'd like to see. Also send me your Perky Puppy drawing. You just might see it in an upcoming Catchy Cartoons video. Thanks for watching.